Hey y'all, these hides have been in their pickle now for about 2 weeks and it is time to move on to the next step. So I'm going to take this bucket of basically really salty water and I'm going to dump it on my pavement so I don't kill anything. Because I'm telling you, this liquid will kill any plant you dump it on. So the driveway is a good option, except for those little plants right there. Next, I'm going to take the hides and I'm going to bring them inside to my tub. When I do this, I make sure I have my drain catch in to catch any loose hair that falls out. I'm going to fill the tub up just to cover the hides, and I'm going to leave them to sit in this clean water for about 10 minutes just to get any of the loose dirt out. Then I am going to drain that water. I'm going to choose any kind of shampoo and I am going to put it on the hides and start working it into them. You can choose any kind of shampoo that floats your fancy. I just go for the cheap stuff and I will just dump it all over the hides and start working it in. This gets rid of any extra dirt or any smell from the pickling if you had a pickle that went bad. I've only had that happen once. The hides turned out great, it's just they stunk for a little while. This one though wasn't too bad, to be honest. It just smelled like pickle. So I'm going to work that shampoo into the hides as best as I can to start getting that first layer of dirt off and any extra pickling residue. Then I'm going to take each individual hide and start working with it. Now remember, it's important you can squeeze the hide, but do not wring the hide. If you wring the hide, it's going to cause the fur to come off. And I don't know, there's something just really satisfying to me cleaning furs. It's weird, I know, but I enjoy it. And again, I'm going to go through each and every individual fur to make sure that I am working the shampoo through and that I'm getting any excess pickling juices off of it. Most of these hides were pretty good, and even though some were a bit dirty, they weren't too bad. I do have a bit of a worry about Stormy's fur, as it was sloughing off a bunch of fur, but I do have an explanation for that, and if you're curious, I'll make another video on it. But this process right here takes me about 20 active minutes of just going through and wringing out the furs and washing them. Now, after this round of washing and wringing, I will rinse the furs and I will see what color the water is. Then after that, I will wash, rinse, repeat until the water is mostly clear and there is no visible dirt or smell. And this is Stormy's pelt that I was telling you about. If you look right about here, it'll start sloughing off fur. And again, I'll make an extra video on this because it's really interesting as to why it's doing this, because none of the other pelts were doing it. So for instance, I'm going to grab Coco's pelt here and I'm going to wring it off. And although it does have some fur come off, it's not much at all. But yeah, we're going to have to go to another part.